Each night she leaves the light on in the front window and walks the cove shoreline out to the point, and from across the water tries to believe she lives there, in the warm and quiet glow of the fish house. So many nights during the last year, the hardest of her life. After working all day on the house or at her desk, she's come out here to take comfort in the surging waves. My, how they keep coming. But for weeks the cove and even the lake out beyond the point have been frozen. The cold tonight will make the ice stronger. The snow will make it softer. Her grandmother once painted the fish house from this vantage, back in the 1940s when she was first a bride and still in love with the idea of living here. That painting, along with 5 others, hangs in the Historical Society on the Lighthouse Road. It's titled Fish House in Snow Squall. And from where she stands now, Greta can see it, as she imagines her grandmother might have, even if she's standing in a blizzard, not a squall. The trees on the point sway in the gusts, their blackness a shifting smudge against the snow-lit sky. "You're doing it again, Mom," Liv says, her voice pinched on the wind. Greta steps closer. "Doing what, love?" "Talking out loud." "I was thinking about my grandma." Greta brushes the snow from Liv's hat and sees its reflection in her daughter's eyes. "She was an artist. Her paintings are in the Historical Society. You've seen them." "The one of the fish house," Liv says. "That's the one I was thinking of." "It's not the same fish house anymore." Greta imagines some pride in her daughter's voice. "It certainly isn't." Together they look back across the cove, the wind biting their faces. Usually the radiance from town a half-mile across the isthmus comes up over the trees. But tonight the snow blots even that out. The only thing alight in any direction is the window. "Axel!" Liv hollers as the dog chases a whorl of snow blown up off the ice. "Come here, boy!" "He's okay," Greta says. "The snow's got him excited is all." Now they watch him bound off. Liv's crazy about him, a giant mutt that looks as much like a bear as a dog. At 2 years old, he weighs 130 pounds. His paws are as big as Liv's feet. Perfect for the snow. "The wind's so quiet without the water," Liv says. Greta's heard that before and wonders whose expression it is, her mother or father? Her grandfather? It can't be Franz, can it? "If it wasn't snowing, would the wind sound the same?" Liv asks. Greta puts her ear up to the night, as though listening for birdsong, and says, "I don't think so. If it weren't snowing, it would sound more like a scream. This is almost like someone whistling or humming." Axel comes barreling out of the darkness, storming into Liv's legs and knocking her down. She laughs and bounces up and tries to tackle him, but misses. Axel circles back and Liv gets up again and pushes her hat up off her eyes, and together the two of them start toward the fish house. Greta watches them running, can hear Liv's laugh carried on the wind. Before they're halfway across the cove, the light in the window wavers, and on the ebb of another strong breeze, the house goes dark. In the closet off the mudroom, Greta finds the lantern and a box of wooden matches, and she lights up the mantel, and they go into what she's now calling the great room. A fire still smolders in the fireplace, and Greta rekindles it while Liv collapses on the leather chair. Axel shakes the snow from his coat and lies on the rug. The house is warm, but without power the new bedrooms up in the loft will soon get cold. "We'd better sleep down here," Greta says. "Like a slumber party." "I'll go get blankets and pillows. You brush your teeth." Greta goes upstairs for Liv's bedding and the stuffed polar bear she's lately been sleeping with again. She grabs her own comforter and another pillow and heads back downstairs. It's so quiet inside. Only the snap of the fire and the dog's heavy sighs, and out in the night, the wind through the darkness.